As His Holiness would say, that before we start this relation, the guru and the disciple relation, one has to sort of ideally know the person, get to know the person, his or her behavior, their thinking, and you have to think about whether it's almost like whether the two of you can be compatible, This is important, how the person's presentation of the paths, whether, to see whether they are free of errors or not, and most importantly, whether the person himself or herself is indeed following that path, is following what he or her is preaching, This is important that you analyze, you sort of, as His Holiness jokingly says, you have to spy on the person, you have to sort of spy on the person to see whether the person is genuine or not. This is very important. Otherwise, if people are too quick to sort of just jump to conclusions and then decide, that this person is indeed going to be their guru, and having come across texts that talk about the importance of guru devotion, then they have this understanding that they have to really take the person's wishes, or that they have to fulfill their wishes or follow whatever they say, whatever they order, and all of those things, then people like this, people get much misunderstanding, much misconceptions, and this just opens the door. This opens the door for problems within that relation, within the guru-student relation, the guru-disciple relations, right? So this is why it is important that we all have to be very careful when choosing our gurus. Whatever you do, don't make decisions out of haste. Don't do that, and take your time. That's important, and I think it is good to first build a relationship with a person, and once you get to know the person and you know that the person is genuine in his or her motivation is so important, and then I think you can then sort of work on there. You can sort of work from there. You can then sort of carry from there. So like this. And then the danger for quickly coming to this kind of decisions is that then sometimes one might not necessarily meet the right guru, right? And then there might be complications down the road, and then one day the person you have held in such high esteem, after a few years, then that same person is no more the same person. One might find oneself being very critical and saying negative things about that same person that one had so much high expectations from, or much faith in the first place, right? So we have to be very careful because of that problem. Now, if you have never heard of His Holiness and you just sort of quickly jump into this conclusion and say he's going to be my guru, of course there's no problem there, right? There's no problem at all if you quickly come to this conclusion and say, His Holiness the Dalai Lama is the person, is my guru. If you quickly, no matter how quick your decision is, in that case, I can guarantee you there will be no problems, right? Or any other, genuine lamas. If you quickly come to a conclusion, of course, there is really no risks involved. There is no dangers, right? But in a way, this Lama market, the Lama market. It's so open, it's so open, and we don't have like QC, quality control, right? We don't have that. It's quite difficult to sort of have like a body that sort of then marks people. It's quite difficult, right? And so that sort of complicates things. So the responsibility really falls upon you, one who is the seeker, the seeker. It falls upon you, that responsibility of choosing the right person, right? So I just wanted to share that. Yeah.